Hey budget nerds! I was looking for a good quality, inexpensive, light-up keyboard to help me type when my office gets dark in the late evening. Sure, I could turn on the lights, but why do that when my keyboard could have the RGBs? In this video, we'll check out the Amazon Basics gaming keyboard. Now let's get a few things out of the way first. It's obvious this keyboard is very popular on Amazon, so it must be decent. I purchased it while it was on sale for $20, and I'm not a huge gamer. I just wanted a keyboard that would light up. At $20, it was a safe bet. So should you get it, even if you're not a big gamer? Let's see. Let's start with the box. It's basic, as are all Amazon basic items. There's a manual, which is pretty nice. It goes over the program and settings. There's a CD with software, which is not needed for the lights or to use its basic functions, but is needed if you want to use its advanced features. The keyboard itself feels pretty sturdy and is heavier and a little bit bigger than I would have thought. There are keys, and the W, A, S, and D keys are highlighted in gray, which is a nice touch, especially if you're a gamer. You get some media keys, and the USB cable is braided, so overall a pretty solid presentation thus far. To use the basic keyboard functions, just plug it in, it'll light up. Right out of the gate you get three colors, blue, red, and green. They're bright and vibrant. In the dark it's easy to see the numbers and letters when. That's what I wanted. However, some colors make the letters harder to see than others. The LED lights are pretty evenly dispersed, and it's hard to make out their exact spots with most colors. The keys are not mechanical, but it's designed to feel like mechanical keys, which could be good, if that's your thing. The keys are a good size, well-spaced, but seem very tall. There's a lot of travel when pushing them down, but they spring up quickly. The keys are very loud. Have a listen compared to the original keyboard I was using. It's much louder and much more clanky, if that's a word. You can use the provided CD or download the software straight from Amazon's product page to install it. With the software, you get more out of this keyboard. The layout of the software is pretty slick. You have 3 different macro profiles you can program, and in each profile you can create 5 macros which let you run or execute with one of the 5 G buttons on the left. You can create a delay, give the macro a name, select if you want it to repeat, and many other options. If there's a set of keystrokes you do a lot in the game, you could program the keyboard to do them with the touch of one button. You can adjust the sensitivity of the keys, change the polling rate, which is the rate at which the CPU checks the keyboard for input. It can sort of help with shortening delay, but debounce time, the time the keystrokes are ignored, to not register several keystrokes when the key is first pressed due to vibrations, will still come first. You can also change the repeat rate for holding down keys, the delay when it starts to register, and the location to test the settings. My favorite section is the lighting tab. I was delighted to learn this keyboard is full RGB, meaning it can create lots of colors, not just the 3 you get with the preset button. You have options for off, pulse, which just pulses the lights on and off through some preset colors. Blink, which does just what it sounds like it would do, and on when they're steady. You can change the brightness of the lighting as well. The differences between the 3 settings are minimal, but are nice to have. Finally, color. The button on the keyboard will cycle through 3 colors. You can also use the software to change these 3 colors to whatever you want. Click on the color, and then you get a color graph with RGB values to change. You should be able to create lots of colors with this keyboard. Some it produced very well, others not so much, but for its price, I was very pleased. And then lastly, an update section if you want to update your keyboard. I did find myself having to shift my hands over as the G buttons would confuse me a little. Nothing I couldn't get used to, though. My wife didn't really care for the keyboard. She didn't like the lights. So I guess this keyboard didn't pass the wife test. For me, I do like it. Even if you aren't a gamer, as long as you don't mind louder keys and can adjust to the extra keys you'll never use, then it's a great deal. If you're a gamer and just need the basics, this one would do great. This keyboard usually goes for around $30, but at the time of this video, it's $23.55. It's a good deal for that price. There's plenty of competition when it enters the $30 to $35 mark, but if it's on sale and you're looking for a decent gaming keyboard or light-up keyboard, give this one a shot. If you're a gamer, just turn up your sound so you can upset the neighbors with your music and not your loud keyboard. So do you use this to game? Let us know what you think of it in the comments. Thanks for checking out the video.